moment of silence. Salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Notice of this meeting was given to the Asbury Park Press and Ocean County Gazette on 12/16/2010. Notice is posted on the bulletin board of the clerk's office, the meeting room on said date. This meeting is duly advertised. Councilman Carney? Here. McCormick? Murray?
Here.
Ross? Sykes? And Williams?
Here. We're going to go over the agenda for the meeting that will take place on October 17, 2011. I will just read the agenda for your edification. We'll have the approval of the following minutes of September 12, 2011 caucus meeting and closed session. We will have September 19, 2011 regular meeting and closed session. Thereafter, we will have the presentation of awards. I must indicate that at the presentation of awards, we will have a special guest, someone who has been featured on CNN and on other mainstream media. She's only 15 years old, and she's going to share her story about what she's accomplished, and that will be a form of inspiration to the youth that will be present. She was due to come about 5 months ago, but due to some unfortunate circumstances, she could not make it. So now this is just a makeup session on her part. The next point I will address on the agenda will be the public hearing on ordinance number 7-11, amending mercantile license fees. And the following one will be resolutions. I do have some today, but if there's any more, we'll have them on the 17th of October. Then number 9 will be permission, and thereafter will be appointment. And we will also have the reading and approval of vouchers for payment. And we will also discuss other business and monthly reports, and we'll have correspondence. Public comments will be taken, and if there's any need for that next point, we'll have an executive session, and thereafter we will adjourn. Before I move to the items that I have for today, I just want to acknowledge the presence of a gentleman, Mr. Wallace Doman, from Platinum Home Management. We had a chance to hear a presentation that he made to briefly to the clerk, and also the reporting enforcer was present. We have had major issues with a lot of our properties being in distress and not being properly kept, pretty much giving the town a look that it does not deserve. And so in addressing this issue, Mr. Doman presented to us a way that he can be of assistance to the town, and we have indicated to him that the best way to go by this is by coming before council and have a chance to expound on how he's going to service the town, and what will be our liability, if any. And we had asked him as well to provide us with some references, and we have here, in response to that request, Mike McNeil from the STEPS program, which is Solution to End Poverty Soon. And he is essentially here as a reference point for Mr. Wallace Doman. So at this point, we would like to have a chance to hear from Mr. Doman. Please identify yourself and
Now you can stand up there.
Wallace Doman, President of Platinum Home Management, basically I'm property, I'm the president of Property Management Company. We basically want to come to help this distressed area as far as the upkeep of the property. There was basically no cost to South Town River, except for the initial cost of talking to the clerk and code enforcer, with which I then talked to him today, talked to him last week about just the numerous summonses that he's dispersing, and basically the house is still grass too high, doors kicked in. My own obligation is basically to handle the maintenance of the property. And then to move forward with basically contact the owner, along with them contacting the owner to see exactly what are they going to do with the property. Then what you have is, after house foreclosure and stuff like that, you have several banks that just leave these properties, just let them for years at a time. And you know, you send a summons, you find who, you find the bank. It's impossible to make the bank do anything until you let them know basically what's going on through contact of the clerk and the contact the code enforcement. Basically, I just went and drove on the property. It's furniture out on the ground. Only duty I have is to come in, clean the property up, cut the grass, as is the code, which I would get a call from the gentleman, the code enforcer, to then go and contact the code enforcement. Right here I have, I got a brief packet of basically what we talked about, and when I talked to this week, you know, we have one issue about a little bit of the price, but basically it would be put on as a lien, just like any municipal lien, sewer, taxes. Y'all had y'all tax, oh, sorry about that. They had your tax sale last week, and basically the taxes got paid in the town. But then, basically nothing got done to the properties. You took care of the taxes, and that's all well and good, but then you have safety issues. When the snow comes in the wintertime, you're gonna have snow, kids can't walk to the curb, because the snow gotta be removed. I'm not coming in trying to be Superman, don't get me wrong, and some things will take time, but right now, I hear you got 26 properties. I pulled up the website, and you got another 15 that's in foreclosure right now. So you got a chance of having over 40 properties, kids walking to school, getting on the bus, safety issues. I just went past 117 Duval, the doors kicked in, there's holes in the wall, the grass is this high on the property, but why? And complaining about it. And it's not, I'm here to help the town. I'm not here to, the town cannot handle, the town of this size can't handle 40 properties along with regular maintenance, when it's snowfall. The town can't handle that. I'm just here to be an asset to the town. My company's here to be an asset to the town. In that, I basically, at the back of that, give all my references. I am certified with the state of New Jersey as a minority business owner. I've been doing this for 5 or 6 years. I worked with the STEP organization about 7 years. That's why the president, Mike McNeil, is here. You can see, basically, that's how I would, as I communicate from the clerk and the code enforcer, I would go out to the property, take pictures of the property, basically saying what work has to be done, and identifying that to the code enforcer, doing all the work, taking a picture saying that the work is done, and then moving on to the next property. If you have any questions, please, I know I might have been talking fast, a little nervous, but I got man champagne and Mike McNeil here. I might get a little nervous, all the power in the room. But if you have any questions, to me, it's cut and dry. Because I already done, we had a meeting before this, and I done talked to the code enforcer. He's right here, he's a nice gentleman. I spoke to this young lady. I think it's something that this town could definitely take advantage of. And because then, you know what, once the house is looking better, then guess what, you might get a buyer to come in and buy the house. Or you might get, you know, you can't sell something ugly all the time. And if you do sell something ugly, guess what, you can sell it at a lower cost, and that's damaging the neighborhood. So let's just keep the upkeep correct, then we can bring in the correct buyers to then purchase the house, or turn some of these homeowners, I mean, these people around here in the homeowner, you know, that's another scope, but the bottom line is we need to get these properties looking better to keep the neighborhood generating. So you don't say, oh, that house is this, or you had the kids